Good evening, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Fox, a Cessna flight training device that I built right here at home. It is the 21st of November, 2023. I hope you're well and safe wherever you may be around the world. Asher, hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Perhaps you're even working Bradley this evening. I'll find out momentarily. Anyway, we are going to attempt the Boston Virtual Wings IFR-22 rating. We're going to try and take advantage of their dogmatic GNU. Hello. What's the word I'm looking for? They used a specific word. And regional circuit. That's what they called it. So best case scenarios, we'll be able to get approved for our IFR-22 rating. We're going to depart out of Bradley and fly to Boston. This rating can be accomplished between any two airports within the Boston airspace, is my understanding. And we're going to go and discuss this rating a little bit further. Once I bring up the webpage, I'll share my screen and we'll go over this rating in detail. But it does seem like they have a decent amount of staffing in the Boston ARTCC this evening, so hopefully we'll be able to get our rating accommodated. There may be a lot of heavier traffic, and we're in a light plane, so hopefully they can work us in. And do we want to do anything else real quick? Alright, let's just jump right into the rating. We'll discuss the rating, then we'll discuss our route and what we're going to need to do to accomplish this rating, including deviating for weather, filing a PIREP, and filing a route. Ground clearance, tower, departure, and center will all be on great. So we should have sufficient coverage. Outstanding. Alright, I'm going to share my screen real quick, and we're going to brief the rating material from the Boston Virtual ARTCC's website and kind of break it down, see what we need to do, and how we need to go about doing this. So bear with me just one moment. I only have one display on this computer, so it looks kind of funny momentarily as I transition things here. Okay. Here we are in the Boston Virtual ARTCC's website, and this is what I look at first and foremost, the test standards, because a lot of the stuff that's on the left, granted you should definitely go through it, but a lot of the stuff that's on the left pertains to heavier aircraft, jets with flight management computers and things like that. So I like to look at the stuff on the right because that's going to be what's going to apply more to me. Talk about alternate airports, alternate requirements for aircraft equipment, things of that sort. But importantly, and I'm going to write these down because there's actually quite a few of them here, and I don't want to forget to provide any of these bullet points that we need to do. So, a new piece of paper here, and we're going to file an appropriate flight plan with routing based on current weather conditions. And we're going to talk a little bit about weather here just momentarily, but I'm just going to file IFR for weather. And then number 2 is to deviate correctly, including requesting the deviation and advising of its completion. Now, this may be a little bit of a daunting task for us because it's not like we're in patchy storm, rainy storm area. Like there's weather. Looks like there's weather pretty much covering the entire area of Boston, and we'll go over that here just momentarily. But I do need to write down. So we're gonna deviate correctly. Let's see. Deviate for weather, including request and completion. Provide a PIREP. Those are simple enough. We do a lot of those in the real world. PIREP is a pilot report, and we can report anything from icing to turbulence to a large flock of birds. Yeah, that's going to be simple enough for us. Arranges an appropriate simulated failure that does not require a special priority or involve an urgency declaration. This one might be a little bit tricky as to what we're going to have fail on us. So we're gonna non-urgent failure, okay? And then flies a contact approach, visual, or instrument approach, and cancels IFR. So that's pretty straightforward. Okay. Let's take a little bit of a look at the little bit of the website here. I want to scroll down. Well, just touch base on this real quick. This first part has to do with SkyVector and flight planning. I don't necessarily use SkyVector to do my flight planning, so we're just going to skip right past the SkyVector and how to use it, that sort of stuff. More information about weather, how to decode METARs. Oh, yeah. Anything else I should really know here? Use of airborne weather. See, our only weather information source is going to be coming from ATIS or our radar on ForeFlight. Our aircraft is not necessarily equipped with any sort of special weather displaying equipment, so to speak. So as far as radar goes and weather, we have our ForeFlight coverage, and that's really about it for what we can see in flight. Never regard any thunderstorm lightly. Severe turbulence can be expected up to 20 miles from the thunderstorm. Don't attempt to fly under a thunderstorm. Regard any thunderstorm with tops of 35,000 or higher as extremely hazardous. Okay, and this goes on to discuss how to request a deviation. And it goes on to discuss pilot reports. What I want to know, let's read about the simulated failures and emergencies. That's what I want to read about. Next, we'll talk about failures. A home simulator can be a fantastic tool for the thinking components of flying. Navigation, decision-making, weather, and flight planning are all skills that can be effectively gained from this program. However, unless you've laid down some serious cash on your build, chances are performing engine failures, flight control issues, or similar flight model emergencies may not be as effective. For example, setting a custom weather in your simulator to practice IFR is a lot easier than wearing a set of goggles or a hood as you would in a real plane, but it's very difficult to replicate the feel of disorientation you experience the first time you actually enter cloud. While that may be true, if you're sitting there looking at a computer monitor and you're in a cloud, and you glance to the side and you see whatever you have on your desk or wherever you may be. Now, if you're surrounded by that cloud, that's a bit of a different scenario, even in a simulator. I've gotten spatial disorientation here in the fixed space simulator. I've had to you really kind of slow down and focus And it's certainly not the most pleasant experience. You don't know if you're upside down, right side up. You don't know where your plane's facing. Okay, but we need to know what type of failures we can use. Okay. Mayday is an international distress signal. When repeated 3 times, indicates imminent or grave danger and that immediate assistance is required. Pan is the international urgency signal. When repeated 3 times, indicates urgency or alert. Outside of these situations, distress and urgency, there is no official language you need to worry about. Normally, if you have a situation that might warrant special attention or handling but does not reach the threshold of urgency, you can advise ATC by using plain language. In this particular scenario, they've had a partial navigation equipment failure. We are able to navigate on course, but require vectors for a visual approach at our destination. Able to maintain altitude and do not require special assistance. Anything else? Okay, we know how to do approaches. Okay, let's get into the planning portion of our flight here. Hey Drippy, hello. How you doing, my friend? Rob Valkyrie, hello. Okay, I've got ForeFlight pulled up here. This is, and what I've done is I went ahead and this is the tech route. Tech being it's a terminal en route control. We're going from approach to approach. There would be no center contact involved in a route like this, provided approach is online. What I'm going to do is bring up our weather radar. Okay. What we see here now is a bunch of green, blue, yellow, pink stuff, and we have this sort of legend at the bottom that sort of says what these colors all mean. And I can see right now that we have green for rain, a little bit of a pinkish over here on the left, sort of a mixed precipitation, maybe rain and snow. And then the blue stuff is snow. I'm curious what current temperatures are at Bradley. 4 degrees Celsius, 39 Fahrenheit, dew point 32 Fahrenheit. So I mean, it's very possible that things could freeze just based on those temperatures. The higher up you go, the colder you get. So what I need to take into account and consider for this flight is we have rain that's almost directly in line with our route, just to the south there. And we have more snow that's to the north. My thought process is currently that I would rather fly in the already frozen stuff than the stuff that has a chance to perhaps freeze. We know that snow, it's already been frozen, so it's not necessarily going to build up on our wings per se. Like, you get that water on there, and then as you're flying, that water freezes, and then more water runs over it and freezes, and more water runs over it and freezes. Then we have that icing, and then before we know it, we're extremely overweight and we're falling like a rock out of the sky. Yeah, that's happened to me a few times too, in X-Plane 12. So we definitely need to keep that into consideration. Our plane is not necessarily, well, I can guarantee it's not FICI certified. I have added some anti-icing components, some aftermarket components to our aircraft, but for all intents and purposes, it is not not FICI certified whatsoever. So to avoid the rain and hitting more of the snow, let me just get rid of this overlay. ATC would expect us to most likely fly the tech route, or if we filed a different route, they would most likely tell us or assign us the tech route. So what we need to do when we go to make our call is let them know that, we need to do this for weather avoidance, or we would likely be assigned the tech route. So what I want to do is take my flight north, because if we look at the radar again, we can see that we have snow to the north and rain to the south. So what kind of route can take me a bit more north here? Let's try this. Let's try this VOR. And then we can follow, looks like we can follow this Victor 292 all the way to Boston. So that's one possible route we can take. In fact, we may just take this route. Let me go ahead and okay, that would be our flight, and let's see how this looks in relationship to our weather. I think that'll work. The route does seem to be like it'll be valid. Yeah, I think we will try this one. That'll keep us north of the rain and in the snow. ForeFlight has recently come out with a new beta radar, which I've been kind of playing around with lately. "91 nautical miles. Let's try that. What can we... Tell you what, let's use glide as a fix as well. Yeah, I think that'll work. Now, how can we identify glide? We can use the Putnam VOR, and looks like we can use the Gardner VOR. So at that VOR intersection, from those two VORs, we'll be able to identify glide that way. Possibly even just look down and see an airport below us. Okay, we're gonna run with that. We're gonna file that route. Hopefully it'll be valid. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. Okay. And then again, when we're in flight, we're gonna have to request a weather deviation as well. Whether we actually run into weather that needs deviated, or whether we just create a scenario and just request a deviation for whatever sort of weather thing I make up at the time. But we are going to be using real world weather for this evening's flight. Weather's being injected by Active Sky X-Plane. I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and give Boston a quick new craft. We'll go over not so much the NOTAMs, but the weather, known ATC delays, runway lengths, and fuel requirements, and takeoff and landing performance there. Which, Boston being an international, I guarantee we have enough runway. But weather is 140 degrees for the winds at 12 knots, 10-mile visibility, broken at 4100 and overcast layer at 13,000. So ceiling is 4100 at Boston right now. Boston has a digital ATIS. Okay. Runways, you got the parallel runways, both, let's see, 022 left is 10,000 feet, 22 right is 7,800 feet, 7,000 feet, and then the other two runways are closed. So we're going to have plenty of runway length. Fuel requirements to get there, 91 nautical miles. Four flights factoring about 12 gallons of fuel. I actually think it might be a little bit less. We'll figure, because we cruise about 110 miles per hour. Miles per hour, not knots. Miles per hour. And we burn about 9 gallons per hour. Okay, so yeah, that's probably about right. About 12 gallons for 91 nautical miles. NOTAMs, I guarantee there's a whole bunch of NOTAMs at Boston. Okay, I think that's really about it. So we have our key points. We need to file IFR, an appropriate IFR route for current weather conditions. We need to deviate for weather, including requesting the deviation and informing of the completion. We need to provide a pilot report. We need to simulate a failure that does not require any sort of urgency or special attention, things like that. And we need to fly the approach appropriately and then cancel IFR if necessary. So, with all of that said, I think we're ready to head to the plane, and we'll get things started up and get our walk around done and see if we can't go grab this next rating. I'll see you at the aircraft in just a moment.
Alright, hello again everyone. Michael here with Felicity. I'll be your pilot today. It's raining pretty good here currently. Interesting wings flight, hey Drippy says. Yes, I would agree. There's a lot involved in this one, it would seem. Which is why I wrote down our bulletin points so that we know what we need to address. And we make sure that we get those things done. Because there is a lot required in this particular rating. Okay, let's go ahead and confirm that we do have full fuel. I'm going to go in here to my weight and balance settings. Yep, full fuel, you and I on board. Takeoff weight right now is 2,016 pounds. Got 4 hours of flight time. Let's go ahead and get some switches turned on here. And then we'll do a quick walk around. I think I'm going to adjust this rain volume a little bit. Well, I'm not sure which one's the rain volume. That's alright. Baggage door secure. Let me start up my flight controls here. Rudder cable's tight. Elevator's free. Rudder's free. Beacon's working. Anti-collision light is working. Right rudder cable's tight. VOR antennas are in place. Right flap is tight. We do have a strobe on the right, green on the right, and the right aileron's working good. Right main looks good. Front main looks good. Strut looks good. Exhaust is secure. Prop and spinner are both good there. Static source is free and clear. Pitot tube is warm to the touch. Let's get that load off of there. Taxi light and landing light are both working. Let's get those loads off. Our stall horn is working. We do have a strobe on the left with a red. Left flap is tight. Left main looks good. And our right and left fuel caps are both installed and streamlined. Let's go ahead and get some of these loads back off here now. And connect to the VATSIM network. Connect, call signs correct, aircraft types correct. Okay, go over quick safety information, seat belts, air vents, fire extinguisher, exits, traffic and talking, and if you have any questions, I could go over all of that, but I'm going to save ourselves to 7 or 8 minutes. So let's just consider our safety briefing done. Tech time is 83.1, alternate statics off. Let's move along to our startup checklist. I'm going to get scooted up here so I can reach the flight controls adequately. Okay, looks good there, feels good there. Okay. Okay. Avionics are off, autopilot is off, carb heat is off. Let's get our mixture into full rich. Throttle slate. Let's go 3 on the primer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, primer's in and locked. Master's gonna go on, beacon's gonna go on.
Clear prop.
It's clear on the left, clear on the right, clear front. And here we go, max to start. Right away I'm looking for RPM and oil pressure. Those are my 2 memory items on startup. Alright. There it is. Okay. Let's get our landing light on so that we can be seen. RPM looks good. Oil pressure's in the green. Let's get our taxi light on as well. And that does complete our startup checklist. And we'll move right along to our pre-taxi checklist here. And get my seatbelt on. Alright, that's on. Flaps up. How is the audio? Can everyone hear me all right? I'm afraid this rain might be drowning out my audio. Okay. Where are we at here? Seatbelts, flaps are up. Okay. Avionics gonna go on. We'll get a audio's fine. Alright, great. Flaps are up, avionics are on. Let's get some weather information here. We're at Bradley, and let's try 118.15 for weather.
Bradley International Airport ATIP information Romeo 0051 Zulu. Wet 130 at 5. Visibility 10. Light rain. Few clouds at 2,500. Ceiling 3,100 broken. 4,600 overcast. Temperature 4. 2.0. Altimeter 3033. Runways 6 and 33 in use. Expect ILS approach. Notices to air missions. Read back call hold short instructions and assigned altitudes. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo.
Romeo's current. Let's get it again from the top.
Bradley International Airport ATIP information Romeo 0051 Zulu. Wet 130 at 5. Visibility 10. Light rain. Few clouds at 2,500. Ceiling 3,100 broken. 4,600 overcast. Temperature 4. 2.0. Altimeter 3033. Runways 6 and 33 in use. Expect ILS approach. Notices to air missions.
Okay, we got some weather information. Altimeter 3033. I went ahead and set that. That puts us right around 180 feet-ish. Field elevation's 173, so I think we're pretty good there. Winds were 130 at 5. We got a few clouds at 2500, broken at 31, and overcast at 4600. Let's go ahead and file a flight plan on the VATSIM network. Oh, here's my pen. Okay, flight details, call sign November 8033 Foxtrot. November 8033. Oh. 33. There it is. We are IFR. Aircraft type is a 172. Lightweight category. We have GPS on board today that gives us slant Gulf. Departure is Bradley. Arrival is Boston. Should probably pick an alternate just in case. Oh, Bedford. Bedford sounds good. En route time was about, let's call it an hour just to be safe. Fuel endurance, we've been running for a couple minutes, so we probably got 3 hours and 50 minutes of fuel on board. Route details. Okay, let's get there. Remarks, I do like to put my channel name in the remarks plan. And then wings IFR-22. Thank you. Okay. Oh, what did I miss here? A bunch of stuff apparently. Cruise altitude 5,000 feet, airspeed 90 knots. Off block time 8. We're now 5 hours behind Zulu here in central Ohio, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 0, 1, let's just call it 0140 Zulu. There it is, that flight plan is filed. Okay, altimeter set, transponder, let's get that on. Squawk altimeter mode right now. ADS-B is tied into our nav lights, let's get those on. Radios will test momentarily, taxi light is on, brakes will test on the roll, attitude indicator will test on the roll, as well as our turn coordinator, but I do need to set my heading indicator to compass while I'm here on the ground. Looks like it didn't drift too much overnight. Okay, that looks good there. Let's get some frequencies. Alright, we got a full stack here, Bradley. Delivery 121.7. That's going to be our first contact. And then ground 121.9. Tower 120.3. And they'll assign me a departure frequency because there's a couple of them on there, and I'm not going to try and take a guess. Alright, good to go there. Flight plans filed, pre-taxi checklist is complete. Our next step would be a run-up. Let's just get that out of the way. Let's just do that right now. Okay, brakes are on, fuel is on both, trim. Set for takeoff. Flight controls, we're down on the right, up on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Elevator and rudder, true and responsive, okay. Instruments, everything's looking there, good there. Mixture's in for bus power, primer is in and locked, brakes are on. Let's get 1600 on the RPM. Let's do a left mag, and there's a drop. Right mag, there's a drop. Carb heat. Let's bring it all the way back to idle, make sure we can still run. Okay, bring it forward. Brakes are on. Alright, are we building power? There it is, okay. Just wanted to make sure we weren't icing up in our carburetor right now here on the ground. It's happened a couple of times previously, so I just want to make sure and give it a good nice shot of power that we're building RPM. And let's see, we've got to get a hold of delivery. 121.7. And then I'm gonna put ground on standby. 121.9. Now our ground controller, I've worked with him before. He's very good. Seems very good at what he does here at Bradley. Last time I flew out of Bradley, yeah, he handled so much traffic. It was impressive. So, okay, I need to step out for just a moment. Let me lean out, and I will be right back. And then we'll make our call. Alright, sorry about that. 121.7, 121.7. Okay. Somehow we're on the opposite side of signature. How did we get on the back end of signature? Well, Valkyrie, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I at least need to get to the front of signature. All right, this ought to work, I think. .121.7. Let me make sure that's right. It's been pretty quiet. Bradley, delivery 121.7. 5. .121.75.
Bradley clearance, November 54 Papa,
There it
160
is.
at the signature, ready to pick our IFR clearance to Boston.
November 54 Papa Whiskey to the Boston Logan International Airport, Bradley 6 departure, departure to Hartford, Nassau. On departure climb maintain 4,000, departure frequencies 123.905, clock 4737.
Bush Outfitters, hello! Hope you're doing well. Welcome.
November 54 Papa Whiskey is cleared to Boston via the Bradley 6 departure to Victor Hartford. Then it's filed, maintain 4,000, departure frequency 123.905, squawk 4737.
November 4 Papa Whiskey, read that correct. Contact ground point 9 ready taxi.
Alright, ground point 9 for taxi, November 4 Papa Whiskey, see you.
Alright. Soon you'll have one. Outstanding. Bradley delivery, November 8033 Foxtrot is parked here at signature with Romeo, hoping for wings IFR-22, IFR to Boston for weather avoidance.
November 8033 Foxtrot, amendment to Boston by 3 copy. 33 Foxtrot, can you refile for me please? Thank you.
We will refile November 8033 Foxtrot.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's confirm that. Bradley delivery, November 33 Foxtrot. You might have to delete that strip. It's locked by ATC.
3 Foxtrot, stand by. November 8033 Foxtrot, can you try again for me?
Boca, we're trying November 33 Foxtrot.
November 33 Foxtrot, if it's not that much to ask, can you, private message me over it?
Yes, stand by, November 33 Foxtrot.
Broadway delivery, Mitsubishi 95 Mike Echo with Sierra Romeo looking for IFR clearance to Boston this evening.
River 95 Mike Echo, clearance on request, stand by. River 95 Mike Echo, the clearance advisory, copy.
Any copy, 95 Mike Echo.
And 9-5 Mike Echo to the Boston Logan International Airport, Bravo 6 departure, radar vectors Putin, then as filed on departure plan, maintain 4,006, 9,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequencies 123.95, squawk 4706.
Alright, clear to the Boston Airport by the Bradley 6 departure radar vectors Putnam that is filed 4,000 upon departure, 9,000 later, 123.95, 4706, 95 Mike Echo.
That was on point.
Number 5 Mike Echo, read back correct, right? Contact ground point 9 ready taxi.
Over to ground point 91 ready to taxi, 95 Mike Echo.
Yeah, that was extremely on point. Bradley delivery, November 8033 Foxtrot. Route has been refiled via private message.
Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna call you 33. Welcome aboard Felicity. Thank you for the follow. My name is Michael. I'll be your pilot. I do want to thank you all for coming in and hanging out for a little bit this evening. We're sitting here waiting on our clearance. I know that time is valuable and you choose to spend a little bit of your time with me, so I greatly appreciate that. Appreciate you all.
On 960, the clearance ready, copy.
Honda 960 is ready.
960 cleared to the Long Island Airport via the Bradley 6 departure radar vectors Hartford, then as filed. On departure, climb maintain 4,000. Departure frequencies 125.35. Squawk 7343.
That was clearance to MacArthur via the Bradley 6, runway heading, and then initial climb is 4,000. And departure frequency is 125.35, squawk 7343 for Honda 960.
960, read back correct. Direct contact ground point on taxi. November 8033 Foxtrot, request very copied.
We are ready to copy November 8033 Foxtrot.
33 Foxtrot, wings IFR-22, unit 2 is approved, cleared for the VATSIM Logan International Airport, 586 departure, departures Barnes, and it's filed on departure flight maintain 4000, departure frequencies 123.95, squawk 4363.
Cleared the Boston Airport via radar vectors Barnes and then S5, flight 4000, departures 123.905, squawk 4363, wings IFR-22, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, that is 5363.
5363, transponded November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 33 Foxtrot, read back correct, contact ground point on taxi.
Grounded point Niner. Thank you for your service. Have a good evening.
Cleared.
Barnes. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this set up here. Boston. And then we're going to put in Barnes. And we're going to put in Glide. When we were doing pre-flight back in the hangar and planning, I asked how we were going to identify Glide, and as we saw, we could use two intersecting VORs, or I could just put it in this box here and be good to go. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, ground is on point Niner. Bradley ground, November 8033 Foxtrot. Good evening, we're parked over here at Signature with clearance for taxi. Or with clearance ready taxi.
November 8033 Foxtrot, Bradley ground, runway 6 taxi via Delta.
Runway 6 via Delta, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Bradley ground, Endeavor 5589, clear runway 33, taxi to the gate.
Okay, that way, and that way.
5589, you're taxiing to the terminal, is that correct?
That is correct for Endeavor 5589.
5589, Bradley ground, taxi to the terminal via Sierra, hold short of runway 6 on Sierra.
Taxi
Here
to
we
the
go.
terminal via Sierra, hold short of 6 via on Sierra.
We got our wings IFR-22 approval. Let's get this carpet on, give it a shot of carpet. The rain is kind of relentless today. Get out of my way, baggage cart. VATSIM likes to hand you off to tower. In the real world, we would just switch over to tower.
November 8033 Foxtrot, monitor bus, Bradley Tower, 120.3 for your flight.
Over to tower. Thank you for your service. Have a good evening. November 8033 Foxtrot.
Correction.
Strobes
Runway
on.
33 clear to land. 33 clear to land, KX 1169.
Bradley Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot, holding short, runway 6, number 1, IFR, ready to go.
November 8033 Foxtrot, Bradley Tower, runway 6, line up and wait, traffic will cross downfield, landing parallel.
Line up and wait, runway 6, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, correction, traffic landing, decrossing runway.
Traffic landing on the intersection, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Altimeter 3032. Runway 6 and 33 in use. Expect ILS approach. Notices to air mission.
Winds were 130.
This 1169, welcome to Bradley, exit west when able, and contact ground point 9er.
83 with you, ILS 33, maintaining 2.
Departures on standby.
Ground point 969, welcome to Bradley, exit left when able, contact ground point 9er. 29 KX 1169. November 33 Foxtrot, fly heading 075, wind 100 at 5, runway 6 clear for takeoff.
Runway 6 clear for takeoff, heading 075, November 8033 Foxtrot.
1283 Bradley Tower,
Alright, full power,
runway
let's
33
go.
clear to land. Good 1283 Bradley Tower, runway 33 clear to land.
Airspeed's up. And we're airborne.
Good 1283 Bradley Tower, all I got was static, no voice.
Got positive rate. Stay over the runway.
33 clear to land, American 1283.
To that time, thank you. Number 33 Foxtrot, contact departure.
Over to departure, November 33 Foxtrot. Bradley departure, November 8033 Foxtrot, 1200, climbing 4000. Heading 075.
3233 Foxtrot, contact Bradley departure on 125.35.
125.25, November 8033 Foxtrot. Rally departure, November 8033 Foxtrot is 1,700, climbing 4,000, heading 075. Moderate ice. Don't tell me things like this. We'll be fine. I put the anti-icing things on. One, two, five. Did he even get back to me? One, 125.250. 350. Rally departure, November 8033 Foxtrot. Sorry for the late check-in, 2,800, climbing 4,000, heading 075.
November 8033 Foxtrot, Bradley, departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 5,000, clear direct Barnes.
5,000 direct Barnes, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Bradley approach November 921 Bravo Kilo 4000.
November 921 Bravo Kilo, Bradley approach, Bradley altimeter 3032, expect the ILS approach runway 6.
61 Bravo Kilo.
Cessna's aftermarket anti-ice Kremlins, that's exactly right. Uh-oh.
Bradley approach, TBM 82 Tango Bravo, holding short runway 13, waiting release.
Uh-oh.
Bradley approach, Pier 429 with you, 8,000.
Alright, I need to check something. What key did I assign to that? Anti-ice all is what I want.
Bradley approach, Sierra 429.
Sierra 429, Bradley approach, Bradley, altimeter 3032, to Sierra's current, expect the ILS approach runway 6.
We'll expect ILS runway 6 and Sierra's current, copy, Sierra 429.
November 9021, Bravo Kilo, what's your cruise altitude?
4000, 1 Bravo Kilo.
Thank you. November 1 Bravo Kilo, say speed.
Indicating 150, 1 Bravo Kilo.
Roger, Care 429, say speed.
Care 429, we're doing 179 knots.
I don't know if this is going to work for us.
Boston, Bradley approach, TBM 850, Delta Zulu.
Care 429, expect the ILS runway 33 approach, I apologize.
Here's how we're going to do
ILS
this.
runway 33, Care 429, we'll look it up. Approach,
Should give us a temporary reprieve, hopefully.
Sorry, North 50 Delta Zulu, go ahead.
We're at 2.3 now, climbing 2,500. Like to pick up an IFR flight plan to the Bradley Airport.
850 Delta Zulu, you are cleared to the Bradley Airport via radar vectors.
Attention all.
Climb and maintain 3000, turn right heading 270.
3000, right heading 270, cleared to the Bradley Airport, radar vectors, TBM 0 Delta Zulu.
One con 850, I'm guessing you're wanting the same.
Affirm, we're now 2.2 for 25.
Con 850, you're cleared to the Bradley Airport via radar vectors, climb and maintain 3000, and you can also turn right heading 270.
Alright, clear to Bradley, radar vectors, right turn 270 and to 3000, Silicon 850.
Bradley approach TBM 882 Tango Bravo, holding short 13, waiting clearance.
Why is my anti-icing not working?
Let's see here, November 882 Tango Bravo. Stand by for a sec. November, correction, Silicon 850, expect the ILS approach
We're on
runway
course, too.
6.
We'll expect the ILS 6 TBM Silicon 850.
Number 850 Delta Zulu, correction, expect the ILS approach runway 6.
ILS 6, TBM 0 Delta Zulu.
Silicon 850 city speed.
228.
Crossed altitude 1.8 mile.
850 Delta Zulu, maintain 220 knots or less for spacing.
20 or less, TBM 0 Delta Zulu.
On 850, turn left, heading 250.
So for some reason my anti-icing decided to stop
Remember,
working.
95 Mike Echo, contact Boston approach 133.0.
33.0, thanks for the help, 95 Mike Echo.
So I had a lot of things against me. I had to pause while we were flying. I changed some weather. But for some reason, I thought I was prepared, but for some reason, I don't know if the new beta did something, but my anti-icing did not work, apparently. And it won't be long before we get this weather hit back in again.
Or 850 Delta Zulu, turn left, heading 240.
Turn 240, TBM 0 Delta Zulu.
But we're supposed to be 5,000 feet. I want to get up there before this layer comes back in again.
Bradley departure, getting November 427, Bravo Sierra, 11 wind off, 9000.
427 Bravo Zulu, Bradley departure, roger, maintain 900,000.
900,000, South Bravo 0.
Silicon 850, contact Bradley approach 123.905, good flight.
2295, Silicon 850, thanks for the signal.
November 0, Delta Zulu, contact Bradley approach 123.905, good day.
Class Charlie in 0.7 miles.
Care 429, turn left, heading 240, descend and maintain 5,000.
Left heading 240, descend and maintain 5,000, Care 429.
Attention all aircraft. Bradley altimeter 3032.
Bradley approach TBM 882 Tango Bravo. Any luck on that release?
882 Tango Bravo, you are released for departure. Clearance void off, if not off by 0215 Zulu. Time now 0208 Zulu. If you're not airborne by then, advise me of your intentions no later than 0220 Zulu, and you are released for departure.
Release for departure.
While the navigator's flying,
by 0215 Zulu. TBM 882 Tango Bravo.
I need to find my anti-ice data output. Okay, so it's working now. You can hear it clicking. Oh, on. I don't know what it was. Maybe my keyboard just wasn't responding at the time. Yep, here we go again. I knew it wouldn't be long before Active Sky put that back in. And I might actually go kill Active Sky. I'd rather get this rating. There's supposed to be snow.
Bradley approach, TBM 882 Tango Bravo 2000, runway heading off of Danielson.
882 Tango Bravo, Bradley departure, radar contact, clear direct wounds, climb and maintain 7,000.
Well,
Direct wounds, climb and maintain 7,000, 882 Tango Bravo.
Oh. What's going on here?
Probably approach November 7 Bravo Sierra. They mind if I get 1 or 2 minutes away?
November 7 Bravo Sierra, that is approved. Did I give you the wounds restriction?
You have not.
Okay, November 7 Bravo Zulu cross, wounds at maintain 7,000, and that is approved. Report back.
I will cross wounds at maintain 7,000 and we'll report back for 7 Sierra. Sierra Bravo 0.
This is horrible.
November 2 Tango Bravo, say, what's your planned cruise speed?
It's probably going to get between 180 and 190. 82 Tango Bravo.
It's a bit intense.
Roger, November 2 Tango Bravo, maintain 290 knots, or correction, 190 knots or greater.
Maintain 190 or greater, 82 Tango Bravo.
November 7 Bravo Sierra, maintain 180 knots or less. Please away.
Air 429 has Tango.
Air 429, roger.
November 7 Bravo Sierra is back.
November 7 Bravo Sierra, roger, welcome back. Maintain 170 knots.
Maintain 170 knots, 70 Bravo.
Air 429, contact Bradley approach 123.905. Have a good flight.
123.905, Sierra 429.
Bradley departure, November 8033 Foxtrot with a PIREP.
Go ahead.
And we're about 5 miles east of the Barnes VOR at 5,000 feet, experiencing moderate icing and light to moderate turbulence. We'd also like 7,000 at table.
Radio 33 Foxtrot, thanks for the fire up. Coming maintain 7,000, that'll be on your cruise.
7,000, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Bradley departures, FedEx 942 heading 7 to 500 Bradley 6. Passing.
It does depict snow. Yep, I've seen it. Snow falling.
Number 1 Bravo Kilo, fly heading 230.
230, 1 Bravo Kilo.
FedEx 942 Bradley departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000. Turn left heading 360 when able clear direct veers.
To 10,000, left 360 direct veers, FedEx 942.
Number 1 Bravo Kilo, contact Bradley approach 123.905. Have a good flight.
2395, 1 Bravo Kilo, good night.
I can't see nothing.
Number 2 Tango Bravo, contact Boston approach 133.0. Good flight.
Whew. I don't even need...
82 Tango Bravo.
I was gonna wear the
Number
foggles.
7 Bravo Sierra, contact Boston approach 133.0. Good flight.
Yeah, I was gonna wear the foggles for this rating, but we don't even need to wear the foggles because we can't see nothing. Trust those instruments is absolutely correct. Couldn't agree with you more there, M. Stein. I say that a lot. Trust the instruments. Alright, 6,000, another 1,000 more to go. Climb about 600 feet per minute. Bring it down to about 500 feet per minute. Alright, situational awareness, how are we looking? Okay, we're climbing, well, that's a good thing. Airspeed's 100 miles per hour. Okay, so we're just at the top of the white arc. What was that? Was that lightning? Uh-oh, that can't be good. We don't need no lightning. Do we have a defrost in here? What's the defrost button? Is there a defrost?
FedEx 942, confirm your direct
No
feeder.
defrost.
Hey, from our LM's just catching up with the line, FedEx 942.
Roger, FedEx 942.
No defrost. I was hoping for snow. I wasn't hoping, this is what I wanted to, we didn't want the icing stuff. We wanted stuff already frozen. And based on the radar, it would have been fine. So I don't know if it was just weather variances between what I'm looking at and what Active Sky is giving me currently. But I think we just got
FedEx
over that
942, contact
cloud.
Boston Center 123.75, good flight.
3.75, good night, FedEx 942.
$28 miles to glide, which is our next fix.
Bradley, departure, Honda 960, passing 2000.
Honda Jet 960, Bradley departure, radar contact. Contact Bradley departure 123.905. Have a good flight.
Roger, over to the other departure. What was the frequency one more time for Honda 960?
Honda 960, 123.905. Good day.
23905, thank you.
I guess we're just kind of stuck not being able to see. I swore that X-Plane had some sort of windshield defrost data rep, but for some reason I can't find it. Okay, 7,000 feet. I mean, it looks like we're on course. Looks good there. Looks good there. Looks good on the iPad here. I'm going to switch this over to our left fuel tank. Tail, wing, anti-ice, engine. Left wing, right tail, right wing.
Departure 510 Foxtrot, checking in at 4,000.
Anti-ice window heat toggle.
Turn left heading 360, enable clear direct to Veers, climb and maintain a 10,000.
19, 10,000, turn. What was my left heading again? My bad.
Turn left heading 360, enable clear direct to Veers.
Turn heading 310, and then I'll climb to 10,000. Bradley approach, Skylane 182, Mike uniform 5,000.
Now hopefully
182 Mike uniform.
we'll start be able to see.
Sorry, say again.
If not, then
Bradley approach, Skylane 182 Mike uniform 5,000 with Tango.
182 Mike uniform, I apologize. You can head back to Bradley approach 123.95. I apologize for the inconvenience.
2395, no problem. 182 Mike uniform, thanks. Bradley approach, United 47 X-rays with you at 10,000.
United 47 X-ray, Bradley approach, Bradley altimeter 3031, expect the ILS runway 33 approach, it is Tango's current.
I've expected 33 at Tango, okay. Thanks.
Rally departure November 8033 Foxtrot with request.
8033 Foxtrot, go ahead.
I need to step out of the cockpit for about 2 minutes, please.
8033 Foxtrot, that is approved. Report back.
Wilco, November 8033 Foxtrot. Alright, I need to step out for just a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Hopefully everything's good. Navigator seems to be doing alright. Airspeed's looking good. We're at our assigned altitude. We're on our heading.
Number 513 Alpha Foxtrot,
right
contact
back.
Boston Center 123.75. Have a good flight.
12375, thank you.
Attention all aircraft. Bradley altimeter 3035.
Yeah, this rating is certainly no joke. Emstein has it correct. A lot involved in this one. Rally departure November 8033 Foxtrot, back with you, level 7000.
8033 Foxtrot, roger.
Hello, love. Hopefully it went well. Hopefully about halfway through this rating. So far, so good. I haven't been failed yet. A little bit of turbulence again.
Headed 47 X-ray, depart Graham, heading, let's see, depart Graham heading 240, descend and maintain 5,000.
Depart Graham at 240, 47 X-ray.
Alright, how are we looking here? Final IFR for weather, we did that. We still need to do a deviation. Bradley departure, November 8033 Foxtrot. Looks like I'm going to need to deviate about 30 degrees left for weather.
3233 Foxtrot. Deviations left or right of course is approved. Report when direct Boston.
Deviation 30 degrees left approved, and we'll report direct Boston when able, November 8033 Foxtrot. Now, we all know that this 30 degrees deviation isn't going to get me out of this system. However, as part of the rating, we needed to deviate.
United 47 X-ray, descend and maintain 5,000, then reduce speed 210 knots.
We needed to request a deviation.
Down to 210 knots and down to 5,000, 47 X-ray.
For weather. Now, ideally, my ideal time to do this would have been, you know, a relatively clear day. We had a couple pop-ups, you know, that we could fly around. But I just never know when a day like that's going to exist. I had some time this evening. The coverage was available, so I figured we would just give it a shot. So we'll fly out this way on an eastbound heading for a few minutes. Then we'll let them know when we're direct to Boston. Alright, Rob, we'll see you in a couple minutes.
United 47 X-ray, contact Bradley approach 123.905. Have a good flight.
Over to 123.905.
There's a very distinct line that goes right along here. So this line, the top of this line is actually the actual airplane window, and above it is airplane body that I essentially removed for better visibility. Yeah, but if we were to actually lower ourselves down, I guess all I was trying to say is that my monitor is taller than the actual window, which is why it kind of gives that solid line. Welcome back, Rob.
Radio 33 Foxtrot, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good flight.
Boston approach 133.0, November 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. Good evening.
133.45.
123.45, American 418.
Boston approach, good evening, Southwest 538 with Whiskey, 13800, descending on the runway 3.
Southwest 1644, contact Boston Center 123.75.
Going at Boston Center, 12375, Southwest 1644.
Southwest 538, Boston approach with altimeter 3039, expect ILS to left approach.
22922 left approach, Southwest 538, fast to you, please control gears 260 knots.
Boston approach, November 8033 Foxtrot, level 7,000 feet, heading 090 for weather.
November 8033, Foxtrot, Boston approach second.
Currently level 7,000 feet, heading 090 for weather avoidance.
Roger, proceed as requested, November 8033, Foxtrot.
Boston departure, hello, United 1961 with you 3000.
American 2775, contact Boston approach 11825.
185, American 2775. Boston departure, United 1961 with you.
United 1961, Boston departure, ready to contact, climb and maintain 14000.
Maintain 14000, 1961.
Boston approach, November 8033 Foxtrot. We have cleared that weather system. We'd like to proceed direct Boston now.
414,000, 1947. November 8033, Foxtrot, ready to return to Boston.
I'm sorry, could you please repeat November 8033 Foxtrot?
Number 8033 Foxtrot, you going, you diverting, oh, you're going to Boston anyway. November 8033 Foxtrot, proceed on the current heading for now.
Maintain current heading for now, November 8033 Foxtrot. And yes, we are heading to Boston on the wings IFR-22 rating.
Roger.
Report to KBDL, TBM 808, Echo Golf, coming 3000, 240 heading.
That was two people at once.
Okay, there was multiple people talking. November 808 Echo Golf, Boston departure, radar contract. Climb and maintain 9000.
Maintain 9000, 808 Echo Golf. Approach JetBlue 2326, information with descending Robot 3.
268, contact Boston, approach 126.50.
126.50, double 60.
American 1847, contact Boston Center 12375, good day.
12375, 1847, good day.
Alright, November 808 Echo Golf, flight heading 180. United 1961, contact Boston Center 123.75.
12375, United 1961.
American 2662, contact Boston approach 126.50.
2650, American 2662, come on. Boston departure, good evening, Carrier 508, 1200, heading 280.
November 59 Echo, John right heading 050, then 05 approach 118.25.
05
0, 118.25, 95 Mike Echo.
Boston departure, United 1650, 5000.
United 1650, Boston departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 4000.
4000 for United 1650.
Here 508, Boston departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 060.
Climb and maintain 6000, Care 508.
Yep, you're right. And November 808, Echo Golf, flight heading to 180.
Heading 180, 808, Echo Golf.
November 8033 Foxtrot, contact Boston approach 118.25.
118.25, November 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you, good day.
JetBlue 73, contact Boston approach 126.50, good day.
126.50,
Boston approach, November 8033 Foxtrot is level 7,000 feet, heading 090 for weather avoidance.
November 033 Foxtrot, Boston approach, roger, altimeter 3029, expect ILS 22 left.
0290, ILS 22 left, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 5 Mike Echo, turn right heading 100.
100, 5 Mike Echo.
Class Bravo, 0.4 miles.
Alright, what's my localizer frequency? 110.3. Boston approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, go ahead.
Well, it would seem that I have unfortunately lost my airspeed indicator for some unknown reason. I am still flying, still able to navigate, but unfortunately unable to maintain any sort of speed requirement. I do not need any assistance at this time.
November 8033 Foxtrot, roger. We'll see if I pass that on to the next guy, see what we can do in the final here.
Roger, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 905 Mike Echo, turn right at 130.
130, 5 Mike Echo.
Okay. Well, we let them know about our urgency with our airspeed indicator malfunctioning. So that was our simulated failure. We'll pass this information along to the next controller. So I do want to say thank you to everyone that's come in and hang out with me for a bit this evening. I do greatly appreciate it. I do enjoy flying with each and every one of you.
Destination ASOS is 135.0.
Ceiling 10,000 broken. 25,000 overcast. Temperature 5. Dew point -2. Altimeter 3039er. ILS runway 22 left approach in use. Departing runway 22 right. All aircraft reach and call hold short instructions and assigned altitudes. Numerous construction cranes in the Boston area and in the vicinity of Logan Airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information with me. Boston Logan Airport ATIS information with me. 0154 Zulu. Wet 150 at 14. Visibility 10. 3,900 scattered. Ceiling 10,000 broken. 25,000 overcast. Temperature 5. Dew point -2. Altimeter 3039er. ILS runway 22 left approach in use. Departing runway 22 right.
Alright, Whiskey's current at Boston.
November 5, Mike Echo, connect Boston, approach 126.5.
2650, 95 Mike Echo.
And Boston approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, good.
I wasn't told to inform you by the previous controller, but I seem to have lost my airspeed indicator. I am currently flying, able to navigate, just unable to meet any sort of speed requirements, and I do not need any assistance at this time.
November 8033 Foxtrot, roger. Yeah, that was me who told you that. Just, you should be good to know. I just gotta pass that on to the final, because you gotta work in the sequence.
Okay, understood. November 8033 Fox. Sounded completely different than the gentleman I was speaking with before. I thought it was an entirely different person that took over the controller, or that frequency. That's what I thought he meant by the next guy. But our next guy is probably going to be the tower controller for sequencing.
JetBlue 222, Boston approach, roger. Fly heading 040.
That's a lot of planes coming in.
November 8033 Foxtrot, this is maintain 4,000.
Descend, maintain 4,000, November 8032 Foxtrot. Alright, we don't have auto throttle, so we do need to manage our airspeed on our descent. Let's go ahead and richen our mixture up, get our carb heat on. The autopilot is taking us down at a rate of about 400 feet per minute. Let's bump that up to 500 feet per minute. Pull this power back. wish this ice would hurry up and get off my windows. Gonna kind of suck the land in this. Hopefully,
Triple 222, turn right heading 130.
hopefully as we get closer to the ground, it'll start to thaw off. But I don't know. We have not diverted. We're still heading to Boston. We did our deviation for weather. We declared our urgency, our failure point, which is our airspeed indicator. And now we're descending down into 4,000 feet.
Jumper 222, flighting 070, connect Boston approach 126.5. Jumper 222 is heading 070.
Relatively speaking, yeah, that is warming up a couple degrees.
Attention all aircraft. Boston altimeter 3039er.
Alright, Boston Tower 128.8. Let's get that on standby. Cabin heat. Carb heat, anti-ice, all tail, all engines, wings, engines, static, window, heater, pressurization. Yeah, I don't think there's a cabin heat. If there is, I didn't find it in that real quick. On that real quick search there. I've got cabin air. Maybe I need to...
November 33 Foxtrot, turn right heading 190.
Right heading 190, November 33 Foxtrot.
November 33 Foxtrot, from the next guy, you can expect a visual 22 right. It's going to be visual 22 right now.
Visual 22 right, November 33 Foxtrot. Oh boy.
Boston approach Southwest 2337, 8,000 descending, 5,000 heading 040.
Southwest 2337 Boston approach, roger. Turn left heading 310.
310, Southwest 2337.
At November 8033 Foxtrot, connect Boston approach 126.5.
Boston approach 126.5, November 8032 Foxtrot.
Left 290, 243.
Thank you. FedEx 867, reduce speed to 210.
Reduce speed 210, FedEx 867.
Boston approach, November 8033 Foxtrot, currently level 4000 and with an in-op airspeed indicator. Do not need any assistance at this time. I am able to navigate but unable to meet any speed restrictions or requirements.
8033 Foxtrot, Boston approach, expect visual approach, runway 22 right.
Expect a visual 22 right, November 8033 Foxtrot.
867, 90 miles from Vocus, sliding 190. Descend to maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach, maintain 170 knots to Vocus.
Clear 22 left approach, 170 to Vocus. FedEx 867.
2443, turn left heading 240 and is at the localizer.
240, join localizer 2443.
Delta 9768, turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 4000.
Turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 4000, Delta 9768.
2443, 90 miles from Wayne, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS, runway 22 left approach, maintain 180 knots to Vocus.
3000, maintain 180 to Vocus, clear ILS, runway 22 left.
22 right does not have an instrument landing
Up at
procedure.
9768, turn left heading 250 and is at the localizer.
Left heading 250, turn the localizer, Delta 9768.
Bird Southwest 2337, 6000, descending 5000.
I'm gonna have to do something here. I can't go for the visual, I can't see.
Approach, maintain 170 knots.
170 knots, Southwest 2337.
Boston approach, good evening, Delta 2167 with you, robot 3 arrival, maintaining 5000.
Delta 2167, Boston approach, roger. FedEx 867, reduced to final approach speed, contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Our approach, contact tower, FedEx 867.
We have no approach for 22 right, none whatsoever. Two left.
Delta 9768, 6 miles from Noli. Cross Noli at 4000. Clear ILS, runway 22 left approach. Maintain 210 knots till advised.
Cross Noli at 4000, clear ILS approach 22 left. Can you repeat the speed from Delta 9768?
With 9768, maintain 210 knots until advised.
Roger, maintain 210 knots until advised, Delta 9768.
Delta 2167, reduce speed to 210 or less.
Reduce speed to 210 or less, Delta 2167.
Southwest 2337, 7 miles from Noli, turn left heading 250. Descend and maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS, runway 22 left approach, maintain 170 knots until Vocus.
Left 250, 4000, maintain 4000 cleared. Stabs cleared ILS 22 left, maintain 170 till Vocus, Southwest 2337.
Over 33 Foxtrot, caution wake turbulence. If you're following a Boeing 737 landing on the parallel, I'll point them out to you in a few minutes. And descend and maintain 3000.
Descend maintain 3000, caution wake turbulence, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Delta 9768, maintain 170 knots to Vocus.
Maintain 170 knots to Vocus, Delta 9768.
Wake turbulence, no visibility on the visual approach. It's trifecta, right?
Delta 2167, terminating 040, short vector for spacing. We've got a Cessna 172 that has no speed control landing on the parallel, so it's going to give them a little bit more space before I continue in that.
Okay, roger, right turn heading 040 for Delta 2167.
United 2443, contact Boston, Tower 128.8.
That's me.
28 for 2443, good day.
Number 33 Foxtrot, turn 10 degrees left.
10 degrees left, November 33 Foxtrot.
Delta 9768, maintain 170 knots to Vocus, contact Boston Tower 128.8, good night.
170 knots to Vocus, contact Tower 128.8, Delta 9768.
Boston approach, hello, WestJet 677 with you, 5000. Direct to, Curie.
WestJet 677, heavy Boston approach, roger. Southwest 2337, contact Boston Tower 128.8, see you later.
128.8, Southwest 2337.
33 Foxtrot, descend and maintain 2000.
Descend, maintain through 2000, 33 Foxtrot.
Delta 2167, turn left heading 280.
Left turning 280, Delta 2167.
The 33 Foxtrot, Boston Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles. Traffic, 9 o'clock, 6 miles, converging, Boeing 737 at 3,200, descending further parallel. Report the airport and the traffic in sight.
We'll report the airport and traffic when in sight. I've got a frozen over windshield, but we'll do our best. November 833 Foxtrot.
Okay, do you anticipate being able to get the airport, or do you need the ILS for Chichu left? I can do either one.
I mean, ideally ILS would be preferred. I really have limited visibility right now.
I didn't know that. Number 30 Foxtrot, fighting 090, vector for the ILS, runway 22 left approach. I know you don't have much control over your speed, but if you can try to keep it as fast as you can for me, there's a number of jets that I'm slowing to follow you, but we'll make it work.
090 for now, and best forward, November 833 Foxtrot.
Number 2167, reduce speed to 170, then descend and maintain 3000.
Speed down to 170, descend maintain 3000, Delta 2167.
Sweet.
33 Foxtrot, you can expect to join just outside of Vocus there. It'll be about a 6-mile final. And descend and maintain 1,800.
1,800 and focus 6-mile final, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Number 2167, turn left heading
Last
240,
altitude.
intercept the localizer.
Left heading 240, intercept the localizer, Delta 2167.
33 Foxtrot, turn right heading 120.
120, November 33 Foxtrot.
Jet 677, have you have a base turn fire you hear in about 7 or 8 miles. We're just helping out at 172 that's had some icing issues, and that's why there's a bit of extra space we need on the final here.
No worries, ready to turn whenever you need me to. WestJet 677.
Western approach, shooting bait Walker, a little bit away, 5,000.
Gary 11, 08, Boston approach, roger.
Boston approach, United 001, 5,000, or Mark 3.
Grid 1, Boston approach, maintain 210 knots.
210 knots, United 01.
Number 33 Foxtrot, fighting 140.
140, November 33 Foxtrot.
The 2167, reduce to your final approach speed. I will do my best to keep you inbound if I can. The 2167, reduce to final approach speed.
Reduce to final approach speed, Delta 2167. Also, we'd like to report some light to moderate turbulence at the tail end of the arrival and on the ILS. Thank you. With 677 heavy, turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 4,000. To 310, descend and maintain 4,000, watch at 677. 33 Foxtrot, turn right heading 200, 2 miles from Vocus, maintain 1,800 until established on the localizer, clear ILS runway 22 left approach.
Heading 200, 1,800 till established, cleared ILS 22 left approach, November 8033 Foxtrot. Alright, let's get off of our, let's switch over to V-lock mode, so we have our ILS here.
You.
Clear 11-0, descend and maintain 4,000, and caution weight turbulence, you're going to follow a heavy 787 on the final.
Okay, 4,000, Walker, Illinois.
Jet 677 heavy, turn left heading 240.
Alright, give me back my plane.
240, WestJet 677.
Alright, I have control, positive control of my plane. Yep.
For 2167, cross Wayne at 3,000. Good ILS, runway 22 left approach. I don't promise you I'll be able to make it work, but we're going to try our best. It looks like it might be okay for now. Okay, cross Wayne at 3,000, cleared ILS, runway 22 left approach, and if you need us to move it, well, you can always do that. Delta 21, thanks, I'll let you know here in a second. 33 Foxtrot, you're on about a 6-mile funnel for 22 left at this time. Appears about a half-mile west of the localizer. Just want to verify you do have the localizer.
We do have the localizer, November 8033 Foxtrot.
33 Foxtrot, thanks. And as best as you can to keep the speed up for as long as you can is appreciated. Contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Over to Tower 128.8, still with bus forward. Thank you for your service. Good evening, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Number 62908 Papa, flight heading 280, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading 280, 22 right, clear for takeoff. November 63 Papa.
427 Bravo Sierra, Boston Tower, runway 22 right, final point.
Runway 22 right, November 47 Bravo Sierra.
Boston Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot is 5 miles out on the ILS 22 left approach with an in-off airspeed indicator.
8033 Foxtrot, Boston Tower, roger, wind 16013, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land, thanks for the wind, it's November 8033 Foxtrot.
Southwest 2337, right turn Mike, left turn Kilo, cross runway 9.
We gotta get that about friggin'
Mike Kilo cross
horizontal.
runway 9, Southwest 2337.
Southwest 2337, hold short, runway 22 right at Kilo, departing traffic.
Short 22 right at Kilo, Southwest 2337.
There it is. It's coming in. Let's go down. Oh, we overshot. See, this is where, this point right here is a very effective point where pilot-induced oscillations can come into play. Constantly overcorrecting, trying to fly these needles. So I'm a bit high right now on my glide slope based on the needles. So
427 Bravo,
I'm trying to drop down there.
Clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff to Detroit. November 47 Bravo Sierra.
Carpeets on, mixtures full rich. Oh, we're right and we're low.
Number 908 Papa, contact departure, good.
Okay, departure, thanks, good day. There, Papa.
Boston Tower, good evening, Delta 2167, ILS, runway 22 left approach.
Delta 2167, Boston Tower, wind 16013,
1 mile,
runway
final
22
runway
left,
22
clear left.
left.
You're following a Cessna 172 on a 2-mile
500.
final, got about a 50 knot overtake, so just as slow as you can.
Okay, cleared to land, runway 22 left, and as slow as I can, Delta 2167.
Boston Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot, we're coming out of best forward, reducing speed for landing, November.
Number 7 Bravo Sierra, contact departure.
Departure, good day. Number 7 Bravo Sierra.
3 Foxtrot, if not a problem, do what you gotta do. Traffic that's following you is still 5 miles out. You should be fine.
Roger, November 33 Foxtrot, thank you.
Number 33 Foxtrot, when you're on the ground, just plan to keep your speed up down the runway a little bit so I can get you off around taxiway Foxtrot.
We'll be looking for Foxtrot, November 33 Foxtrot. Yeah, I gotta keep this crab in here. Alright, let's get ready for our wind correction. Hit that rudder.
2337,
Drop
cross
that
runway 22
aileron.
right kilo, contact ground point 9. Cross 22 right kilo,
I want
ground
my
point 9.
left aileron to get down first.
So 33 Foxtrot, traffic behind you about a 1 mile final. Then turn right on 33 left. That's the runway coming up there. Right on the runway.
We'll make the right
Approaching
on
runway
33
15
left,
right.
November 33
33
Foxtrot.
left. Entered runway 15 right. 33
Stabilize,
left.
baby. Stabilize.
So 33 Foxtrot, cross runway 22 right on runway 33 left. Hold short, taxiway November.
Cross 22 right on 33 left, hold short, November 33 Foxtrot.
TBM2 Tango Bravo Boston Tower 16013, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
WTF.
Line up and wait, 22 right. 2
Approaching
Tango Bravo.
runway 04 left. 22 right.
Now we got some decent skies.
Entered runway 04 left. 22 right.
Yeah, it could have been very decent all along. It's a very much possibility.
Delta 2167, hold short runway 22 right at Echo.
Hold short runway 22 right at Echo, Delta 2167.
Or 8033 Foxtrot, contact ground point 9er.
Ground point 9 on November 8033 Foxtrot, thank you for your service, good day.
Yeah.
Boston Tower, hello, WestJet 677 with you, ILS, runway 22 left.
Got 677 heavy, boss.
Yeah, we're supposed to cross 15 right, correct? Affirmative.
Boston ground, November 8033 Foxtrot, we're on runway 33 left, holding short November, taxi departing.
Rate 033 Foxtrot, left November, right Bravo to signature.
Left November, right Bravo to signature, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Blue 2255, hold short, taxiway November.
Hold short November, JetBlue 2255.
United 1470 on November, cross from at 15 left, Monster Tower 128.8, have a good one.
Runway 15 left at November, Tower 1, Magnet 128.8, have a good night, United 1470.
Blue 2255, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, JetBlue 2255.
That's 2167 Boston Tower, good evening, or should be Boston ground, you with me?
Hey, firm, we're looking for the Delta Gate, Delta 2167.
That's 2167, welcome to Massachusetts, straight ahead on Echo to the Alpha Gates and have a good evening.
And go to the Alpha Gate, Delta 2167, thank you.
Boston Ground, National Cargo 151 at the FedEx ramp. Requesting push and start on the Kilo. We've got X-ray on board.
Chicago 151 Heavy, Boston Ground, good evening. Push back on to Kilo's approved, advised, ready for taxi.
Alright, thanks. We'll push back on the Kilo and call for taxi, National Cargo 151 Heavy.
W2255 on November cross, runway 15 left, monitor tower 128.8, have a good one.
Cross 15 left on November, monitor tower 128.8. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Also going on W740, you ready for taxi?
W740, runway 22 right, taxi via Charlie, or excuse me, sorry, W740, taxi runway 22 right via November, cross runway 15 right and hold short 15 left.
CG, who's ready at November, cross 15 right, and then hold 15 left.
Boston Ground, November 8033 Foxtrot. We are here at Signature and shutting down. I want to thank you for your service and have a great evening. And just curious about our IFR-22 rating.
We're 8033 Foxtrot, give me just 1 second, and let me ask the last controller.
Wilco, November 8033 Foxtrot. Parking brake on. Let's get some of these lights off. I don't think I messed anything up, other than that initial icing that threw us off course just a bit. But I think we got all of our things that we needed to do. Deviated for weather, IFR for weather, deviate, pirate, we did the failure, flew the approach.
Boston Ground, chance after clear from the runway and look back, crew got taxi to
Charlie Sierra Alpha Hotel Delta, Boston Ground, good evening, welcome to Massachusetts. Right turn on Alpha to the gates and have a good evening.
on Alpha to parking, thank you, Chester.
Boston Ground, Air Canada 650 with you at Bravo 2 with information X-ray requesting push and stop.
Blue 740 on November cross from a 15 left, monitor tower 128.8.
Cross 15 left on November and monitor tower 128.8 for Jefferson 40. Have a good night.
Canada 650, Boston Ground, good evening. Push back into the ramp. Is at your discretion. Advise this frequency ready for taxi.
We will contact when ready to taxi for Air Canada 650.
Okay, who was looking for their wings update?
That's November here, 8033 Foxtrot here at Signature.
Number 8033 Foxtrot was an IFR-22.
Affirmative.
Congratulations on passing IFR number 22.
Outstanding. Well, again, thank you for your service. Have a great evening and great holiday. November 8033 Foxtrot.
2.
Woohoo! All right. I took a look at 23 and 24, and I can tell you right now that 22 is probably the most difficult wings rating you're going to fly in the series. So let's go ahead and shut things down, and we'll go back to the hangar and chit-chat just a bit. Let me disconnect from the VATSIM network. Okay, now we'll go ahead and shut these things down here, turn these guys off here. Compass, mixture lean, mags, lights, beacon, master. Parking brakes on, keys coming out. Rob Valkyrie, have yourself a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out. Greatly, greatly appreciate you. You'll have to come back down again. Let's do another flight. But you have yourself a great night. Alright, let's head back to the hangar and chit-chat, and I'll see you in just a couple minutes.
A lot of stuff going on this evening. I want to say thanks for coming in and sticking around. Alright, we successfully completed our Boston Virtual Wings IFR-22 rating. The Wings IFR-22 rating, a lot involved, and it's probably been the most, I could probably say it's been one of the most difficult ones in the series. So this kind of puts everything that you've learned in the series to the test. But thankfully we were able to pull it off. A couple different, we'll just bring this back up real quick, and I want to go over some of these bullet points here. So we're looking back at the Wings IFR-22 rating description on the Boston Virtual website. And again, these are the standards that needs to be done for this rating. But we did our deviation. We requested the deviation. We advised that we were ready to head back to Boston, but they kept us on that heading. So we still advised of its completion, even though we had to stay on the heading. We did provide a PIREP for some icing and turbulence. We did arrange our appropriate failure. In this case, I decided to use my airspeed indicator, which, given the current conditions, it would have made sense that could have possibly failed if one forgot to put their pitot heat on, or their pitot heat failed, whatever the case may be. But we lost our airspeed indicator, quote unquote. And we were initially assigned the ILS 22 left, and then we were switched over to the visual 22 right because of our in-op airspeed indicator. We didn't want to hold up the other planes and stuff. But since we were also iced over, we couldn't do the visual, so we got switched back over to the ILS 22 left, which I greatly, greatly appreciated, because it would have really sucked to try and do the visual when you can't see nothing. The rating can be completed within 2 airports. It doesn't have to be a specific airport as long as it's in their airspace. You do not need RNAV for this rating. And the other thing is, you don't need to take every single rating on here, and you don't need to take them all in order either. You can go through and pick and choose what you want to do. And they kind of break it down to the types of flying that you do. I personally challenged myself to try and accomplish all of these ratings in a Cessna 172. So that's what my goal is, and that's what I plan to do. So yeah, the rating discussed, you get in depth about weather, course deviations, PIREPs, emergencies, things like that. And while we're here, let's just take a quick peek at Wings IFR-23, and let's see what the next one has in store for us. The focus of Wings IFR-23 is to use creative solutions when faced with challenging conditions. There may be a lot here for me to discuss this evening, and it would appear so. Alright, we're going to touch base on Wings IFR-23 another day. I know it's getting late, but I do appreciate everyone that has come in and hung out this evening. Yeah, it's always a great time flying with y'all. I do greatly appreciate it. For what it's worth, you all make doing this a lot of fun. More fun than I've had with this thing in a long time. Prior to me getting into the Twitch and streaming, I'd go fly all alone and nobody to really talk to. So, greatly appreciate you. Let's see. I do want to say thank you to, and I know I'm going to mess it up, but it's STR33TKNG. But seriously, thank you for coming aboard. Thank you for the new follow. I do greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to flying with you again. I'm just going to call you 33. I do happen to appreciate that number. So yeah. Let's see who we can go and raid this evening and continue our evening enjoyment with. Again, it's Tuesday the 21st. If you're in the United States, I do wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And who do we have here? Oh, let's go raid. Let's go raid Splasher 6. We'll raid my friend Splasher 6. He's tooling around in Microsoft Flight Simulator in a GA aircraft of sorts. So we'll go say hello to him. But again, thank you all for coming in. M. Stein, I appreciate it. I know you're working your way through the rating series as well. So, okay. Have a great night until our next unscheduled flight. You all take care and stay safe. Take care of each other. I think that's very important, especially nowadays. And we'll see you next time. Again, my name is Michael. It's my pleasure flying with you. Have a great evening.